clean eating. That's one of my resolutions, is to eat clean all year long. See if I can hold my discipline and cut out a whole bunch of snacks, cut out sodas and all these different things. Because when we make breakthroughs, when we get understanding, we got to make it a part of our life and add to our lives. Make it a lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? Because years ago when I was young, I was talking about diets. So I'm not sure if people use diets still nowadays. But from my understanding, a diet can start and stop and then go right back to the same routine, the same things you've been doing. But if you make a lifestyle change, cut that word diet, throw it out, scratch it out your dictionary, the word diet, and replace it with lifestyle change. You know what I'm saying? Because when you make a lifestyle change, now it's the way you're living, the way you're going to live, and working on your discipline so you can stay focused. What up, everybody? How all is doing? Hope all is well. And if not, hope you get back on track sooner or later. It's like an out there thing. You know what I mean? Especially now, it's the start of the new year. January. New year is going. You know? We always got new goals for the new year. Some people call it New Year's resolution because you want to change. You make a breakthrough from last year, you know what I mean? People want to just do better, want to improve, want to out there thing, want to grow some more. You know what I'm saying? Because as we get older, get more wiser, more smarter, more richer, stack everything, you know what I mean? Man, there's so much in life we deal with, so much to talk about. And that's why we hold the vibe, we hold the vibe on all sorts of things. But a really important thing to hold the vibe on also is our health. Our health is so important to us, man. And like I always say, our health is up to us. Your health is up to you. You know? Yes, the doctors are there and they have the information to give us, but you know how you feel. They know how the test's gonna run. You know what I'm saying? How the test's gonna go, and it might go the opposite way from what they're thinking, because not everybody accepts all those different kind of medication that they have. We all accept those differently. And keep our health focused, stay ahead, and as you go on, stay healthy. Wish for the best for everyone, man, because it's so rough out here, it's so hard out here, lack of information out here. But at the end of the day, I say it's a vibration. And what you can feel, you can attest to how you can feel. You know what I mean? And even if you don't know, you can at least look into the situation and look into the field and see how it go. Talk to the doctors and get the information. Talk to many doctors and get the information. But our health is up to us, and do the work for the understanding and for the information, so we can make proper choices, better decisions in our daily lives. You know what I'm saying? Because when we make breakthroughs, when we get understanding, we got to make it a part of our life and add to our lives. Make it a lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? Because years ago when I was young, I was talking about diets. So I'm not sure if people use diets still nowadays. But from my understanding, a diet can start and stop and then go right back to the same routine, the same things you've been doing. But if you make a lifestyle change, cut that word diet, throw it out, scratch it out your dictionary, the word diet, and replace it with lifestyle change. You know what I'm saying? Because when you make a lifestyle change, now it's the way you're living, the way you're going to live, and working on your discipline so you can stay focused. Because at the end of the day, it's all about health, our health, and being healthy and feeling good while we're having our experience, And that's what inspired this talk today. I just had a thought about clean eating clean. You know what I'm saying? These statements, I always heard these before. Even when I was younger, in my teens, clean eating clean. I heard these statements before, growing up in my 20s, my 30s, but now, sitting in my 40s, I'm really understanding eating clean, when we have to get rid of all the rubbish and all the bad stuff that's out there, the non-energy giving, non-nutrient giving, non-life giving foods that's out there. Junk food, trash food, slop food, all the bad food that's out there in this reality. Now, we have to pick and choose and seek and look for the stuff that's positive and healthy, which we all know some kind of things like fruits and vegetables, So, with all the choices, clean eating, you know what I'm saying? And even this year, that's one of my resolutions, is to eat clean all year long. See if I can hold my discipline and cut out a whole bunch of snacks, cut out sodas and all these different things. Now it's a battle between junk food and eating it. But this is the reality that we're in. And with so much selection all around you, every day. And if you're on the go, is there anything that can eat proper? Is there anything around that you can consume properly? Then you have to just make the judgment as you go. Also, meal prep, preparing meals. So when you go in, you just grab one of those meals that's already prepared. Grab that thing and lunch back and go. Because this reality, we're busy surviving. You know what I'm saying? So clean eating is going to take discipline, but also a little bit of understanding. That's what I'm seeking, that's what I'm performing, because I understand that. I'm just thinking, right? I made a breakthrough, like a real breakthrough. I've been diagnosed with high blood pressure for the longest time. I'm 40, right? 45, right? I've been diagnosed with high blood pressure since 24. So that's a long run. And now I'm coming to the understanding that the pills are more likely going to help you bringing it down, but also can damage your other organs, your liver, your kidney, all these different parts, because your body has to process these situations. And who knows what's going to affect you, how long it takes to affect the liver and kidney, because the body can only break down these chemicals for so long. You know what I mean? So you have to understand that clean eating can also help with blood pressure situations. And I've just been thinking about all the foods I've been eating for a long time. From kids, I like cheese doodles, or in Jamaica it's called cheese tricks, right? From kids, I've been eating these things, and I love these things all the way up, all through my life. Even last year, I stopped eating it last year for good. But even up to last year, I was eating these cheese doodles things, drinking orange juice. As far back I can remember, my young baby, tiny 1-2 year old life, I'm drinking orange juice. I'm thinking about that. And so between cheese tricks and cheese doodles and orange juice and all the snacks that's been around, been invented, coming to America, to potato chips and all these different things. Back a yard, I can remember saltine crackers. Guess what? Saltine crackers still around, right? And all these snacks now, chocolate bars, candies, blow pops, right? We consume these so much as young people, not thinking about what it's doing to our body and our health, but we're consuming them because we're young. And when you're younger, your body is functioning properly. Your body is just going and going and going. But over time, though, how much can your body take? Over a lifetime of eating these slop and junk, non-nutritious, non-nutrient foods, you know what I mean? And today, I've just felt the vibe of clean eating. You know what I'm saying? I talk about clean eating. Clean eating, well, pay attention to everything that you eat. Snacks, slops, everything under that banner. Out of here. Now, it's going to take a discipline. It's going to take a focus. You know what I'm saying? And slipping up, drinking a soda here and there. Good or bad, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But for the main part, no junk, no junk, no junk. 2026, we can do this. We can stay focused. I know that's my game plan. So I've just been thinking about all these things and wonder how come my blood pressure stay high no matter what, because I cut fast food out for the last 10 years. Since 30, now I'm 40. Yes, I dab and eat fast food in between, but for the most part, I've cut fast food out for the last 10 years, but my blood pressure's still high. cut a lot of the snacks out, a lot of no more candies like that. Eat chocolate bars every now and then, but for the most part, I cut these things out. But guess what? The blood pressure's still high. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, up until last year, I was eating cheese doodles in and out throughout all my life. And orange juice all my life, soda all my life. And even the worst thing, which I never did before, drinking Red Bull, living this life, basically surviving. No matter how tired you are, drink that Red Bull, you're getting through your schedule, you're getting through your shift, what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying? So 6 months of that, and I cut it out for 6 months, and guess what? Got back in the 6 months again. every day. Until I came to my senses. I can't drink that stuff no more because my blood pressure is through the roof. And now I gotta pay attention to these things. Now I gotta cut these things out. And now for 2026, I see my resolution. No more snacks. No more slap. Done. Since I've been looking to these things for so long, I've been trying to understand food for so long. We are in a matrix, and basically surviving. I always got to work. For the main part, I got 2 jobs, so I'm working hours at least 12 to 13 hours a day. In between that, you know what I'm saying? I got life to live. We all having our experiences and our own individual experiences, and that's life. That's the life we're living. The life we live is our experience, and live and learn off the experience that we're living to get life into the position that we want to be in. The reality is a matrix, but it's a mind game. We can see the things while going, we can see things. But guess what? We can see everything, all that's going on, but if we don't understand it, then you know what I'm saying, you might get lost in the sauce, caught up in the mix of the matrix. So understanding is a big part. That's my New Year's resolution, and it's the way of life I'm going. No more snacks. You know what I'm saying? We don't deal with diet, we deal with lifestyle changes. And that's, here we go, 2026, man, let's do it, because the high blood pressure is not a good thing. And from my understanding, it's not a good thing. It causes a lot of different things to the body, to the organs, heart attack at any given time. You know what I'm saying? So much stuff, man, to learn about life, and that's what it's all about, holding the vibe. You know what I mean? And once I thought about something, I hear about something, I think about it, I want to give you my feeling on the situation. I think about it, I meditate on it, I just, and this is my true thoughts on these, every topic I talk about. That's why I call this holding the vibe. Now, I'm gonna do some research, and I might pull up some videos, I might not pull up some videos. I'm CLP, holding the vibe, just talking about life. And I'm trying to say, man, it is what it is. But I know clean eating can go a long way with our health and managing our health and staying healthy in this crazy world of everything that's around, everything that's going on, the chemtrails outside, the bad food, the chemicals in the food, what's true, what's not, all those labels they have on the food. Sometimes they just put whatever they want, and then, they're not even telling the truth. Is it what it is? Who knows what the truth is? But you can use your judgment. You can also use your vibration, what you feel at that specific time in each and every moment, when you decide what you're going to eat and consume. Because remember, the number one thing is our health is in our hands. Your health is in your hands. Yes, doctors are there for the information, but for the most part, for the main part, you govern what goes in your body. You govern what you consume. It's your life, it's your experience. So you want to experience whatever you're eating. You know what I mean? What are you eating? Is it good for your health? Is it bad for your health? You know what I'm saying? Here at the Holding the Vibe podcast, we talk about a lot of different topics. It's a wide range. You know what I'm saying? And this, it is what it is, y'all. But on that note, I'll catch you in the next vibration. CLP is all love. John Stein.